Have you ever considered investing in real estate but didn't know where or how to get started? If so, stay tuned because I'm about to show you the 3 most common real estate investing strategies for new investors. I am going to explain all 3 strategies and go over the pros and cons so that you can make a decision on which strategy is best for you. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of each strategy so that you can get out there and close your first big deal and cash that first big check. You guys ready? Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tariq from Yes, I Pay Cash and the First Class Flipping Academy, where I teach you how to invest in real estate the proper way so that you can create financial freedom and grow your business. I teach you how to minimize your risk and maximize your profits. So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon, and you'll be the first to know when I put out a new video. You guys ready? Let's go. As we all know, investing in real estate can be a challenging process for beginners. However, there are several strategies that you can use to achieve your goals. In this tutorial, I will go over the 3 most common strategies for new investors, and you can decide which investment method is right for you. First, we're going to talk about wholesaling. Wholesaling is the fastest, low-cost way to get started into real estate investing. Wholesaling is basically finding a motivated seller with a property for sale. You then put that house under contract. Now you're going to find another investor/end buyer to assign your rights of the contract to for a fee. Now, there are pros and cons to wholesaling, and we'll touch on a few. Some of the pros. Yes, you can start wholesaling with very little money out of pocket as compared to other methods of real estate investing. Second, you won't have to deal with any tenants or property management or maintenance issues. And third, wholesaling is a great way to get your feet wet and start networking in the real estate investing community. Now, let's touch on the cons. First, it does take a lot of time and work trying to locate profitable deals and serious end buyers. Next, there is no real steady income when you're wholesaling. Once you sell the property, there is no more money coming in until your next closing. And last, wholesaling tends to get a bit of a bad stigma from a few bad apples. A lot of people look at wholesaling as some get-rich-quick scheme, so that does tend to attract some few bad apples. Now let's talk about some misconceptions about wholesaling. As I previously stated, people think they can get rich overnight, which is highly unlikely. Next, they also think they can become successful at it with no money. That is also highly unlikely. To become truly successful, you will definitely need to do some form of marketing, and marketing does cost money. Another misconception is wholesaling is a scam. This is so untrue. I totally agree. There are some bad apples out there, but in the most cases, a good wholesaler actually offers the seller an option by saving their homes from a bad situation like foreclosure, and it helps the seller walk away with thousands of dollars in their pockets to get a fresh start. So, is wholesaling for you? You've probably already made up your mind by now. Wholesaling can definitely be a low-cost entryway for you to get your foot in the door of the real estate investing world. However, it does take a lot of work and dedication trying to locate the right properties, as well as motivated sellers and end buyers. But with the proper training and a good formula, you can definitely turn wholesaling into a very lucrative business. Now let's talk about house flipping. House flipping is the process of buying a distressed property, making upgrades and improvements, then selling it for a profit. Like wholesaling, house flipping has its pros and cons as well. Some of the pros. First, you get to make huge and quick profits. It is very possible to earn someone's annual salary in just a few short months of work in your house flipping business. Another perk is you get to be your own boss. When flipping houses, you are typically working for yourself, which tends to leave you with a great sense of pride and accomplishment. Another pro, you are revitalizing communities. This not only brings you self-satisfaction, but it also makes the neighbors want to start improving their own homes as well. Now, let's talk about the cons. You can lose money. There are tons of unanticipated expenses and unforeseen problems that can quickly send you over budget and behind schedule. Next, don't forget about your silent business partner, good old Uncle Sam. Any profits made on an investment property could be subject to capital gains tax. Always keep good records and consult with your tax professional as needed. Last, flipping houses can quickly have you flipping the hell out. It can be very stressful and there are a lot of things at risk. You will have delays with contractors and suppliers, which can all cause a domino effect. So take all of this into consideration before taking on that very first flip. So, some common misconceptions about house flipping. Like wholesaling, people think they will get rich quick. Next, it looks so easy. Man, anybody could do this. And third, thanks to HGTV, everyone thinks they can flip a house and they jump in it with no idea on what they're getting themselves into, and they end up losing money on their quest to seeing that huge payday. So, is house flipping for you? Flipping homes can definitely be financially rewarding when you do it correctly. Just know that any investment that yields huge returns most often comes with huge risk. So now we're going to talk about buy and hold investing. Buy and hold is a long-term investing strategy where you buy a property or a building and hold it for the extended period of time. You then rent out the property to help offset the cost of holding the property. There are also pros and cons to buy and hold investing as well. Some of the pros are: you have predictable income as long as the properties are occupied. The property will also appreciate in value over time. To coin a phrase from one of my favorite movies,
the guns, that's the real estate. The stocks and bonds. Artwork, shit that appreciates with value.
Word. There are also several tax advantages to owning investment real estate. Always consult with your tax professional when in doubt. Next, let's touch on the cons. It is possible that your tenants will default on the rent, which can turn into an expensive eviction process. Next, at some point you will have vacancies, which comes with another turnover expense. And third, you have to worry about property damage and maintenance. These things should definitely be taken into consideration. Now, some common misconceptions about buy and hold investing. I'll have guaranteed income every month. This is so not true. As I stated earlier, there will definitely be times when you have tenant defaults, vacancies, and major repair issues that will all cut into your cash flow. Another misconception is, if I get a property manager, I will not have to deal with the tenant headaches. News flash. You still have to take the property manager's call. So even though you may not have to deal with the tenants directly per se, you will still be getting the headache calls from the property manager, so it's more like a second-hand headache. The last misconception is all tenants are bad tenants. Not true. There are tons of good tenants out there who will care for your property as if they were the owners. The neighborhoods and the types of properties that you choose to invest in will also play a major role in what kind of tenants your properties will attract. So, is being a landlord for you? The question to ask yourself is, will I be able to pay the mortgage if the tenant stops paying? Do I have an emergency fund in case any major repairs are needed? If you are willing to put in the work, buy and hold investing can provide an ongoing semi-passive income with great returns. And like all investments with great returns come great risk. My final thoughts. Most all investments have their pros and cons, risk and rewards. Your personal financial situation and goals will dictate which strategy is best for you. I wanted to share with you both the good and the bad for you to see which strategy works best for your personal situation and goals. Whatever strategy you choose, just know that with a good coach and mentor, you can get further, faster to achieving your goals. And if you're serious about getting started in investing, I'm here to take the ride with you and help you on your path to financial freedom. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for weekly flip tips. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Thanks again for watching. See you guys on the next video. Peace.